workout, we're going to get set for 15 minutes. We'll keep it small, we'll keep it simple, and we will use our dumbbells. So if you've got your adjustable dumbbells, let's get them ready to go. I've loaded them up with about 15 pounds for myself. You decide 5 pounds, 10 pounds, whatever you're working with to get started. Also, I recommend if you have a bench, load them up on the bench. So you pick them up out of the tray from the floor where you keep them and just put them on your bench. So they're a little easier to get to each time you need them. You don't have to go all the way down or bend down to the floor to get started. You pick them up off here, like that, much higher for you. And then we'll just go to a stance with our feet hip width apart. You're ready to go. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna work on our legs. So it's squats, and you wanna make sure you got equal balance on both sides, and here we go. So bending the knees a little bit, lowering yourself down just a little, and then push your bum back and sit down into a little invisible chair, just a little dip, and then push it back up again from the side. Bend the knees, push the bum back, drop down, and up. Go as deep as you feel you can. All right, now some people are gonna start real small, work their way deeper and deeper. I wanna go down as far as I can. Breathe in and push. Okay, now if you're going heavy, okay, you're gonna make sure you really feel that in your legs when you push. Heels back, weight in the hips. Drop down into the squat, and then head up, chest up, and push. Follow that same pattern, coming down with the weight. Sit in your legs. You'll feel it on your top of your leg, quadricep. You'll feel it in your hips and glutes. Let's go down to the bottom. Noticing that each time you're doing it, you're getting a little deeper. Hips hinge back, breathe in, drop down, push out. When you start to feel that you've got some really good stimulation in the legs, and you can feel there's some challenge there, you've used enough weight, and you've got enough, against that muscle to make it grow, make it stimulate, make it feel something, then put the weights down and take a little break, shake it out, and have a drink. Okay, so I'm gonna hit a little stopwatch here for a minute and just get that thing running. Have a drink, rehydrate, stay hydrated. The weights that you put on those legs can be repeated 2 or even 3 sets. That's the first one. Right? So we can pick them back up and try again. I would recommend that we start with 2. And if you're really getting good at it, you can even pause the video and do a 3rd one before I move on to the next thing. So I'm just going to grab them one more time. Pick them up off the chair or the bench, whatever you have. Get your feet hip width apart. And let's try this again. Hips back, knees small bend. Drop in. You'll notice this time you get to go a little deeper because things are connecting and things are warmed up. Breathe in on the way down. And push. Breathe in on the way down. And push. We should get no pain in the knee. This should be bend in the hips, small bend in the knee and hips back. Nice and tall. Sink in. And push the floor away from you. Keep going until you get that stimulation in the legs. Okay, so we're not counting any specific repetition. We're using a certain amount of weight to get a certain amount of stimulation. Breathing in control. Good work, keep going. If your legs aren't done, keep going. Okay, you drop into those squats and you push. Drop into that squat and push. Each time you go down, you might get a little further. And then it gets tougher to get back up out of that pocket. And now I can really feel my legs. I put the weights down and I can feel and pull the top of the quadricep muscles here on the top of the leg, the hamstring and the glute. Do it until you've stimulated something. Okay, if you don't feel anything, then nothing's happening. If it feels way too difficult, you've probably got too much weight, lower it down. And if you've got just the right amount of weight and you're pushing it through and you start to feel, okay, there's a little burn happening there now, I can feel something. That's good. Try for 1 or 2 more than that feeling. Once you get that stimulation, the next couple are going to be where you grow. Those are the ones that are outside the comfort zone. And that's it. Legs are done. So that's a couple minutes of your workout right there. 3 or 4 minutes out of the way, done. Legs are the big one. We want to start with some good squats. If you're having a hard time with that, you could even put a chair behind you and sit down and touch your bum to the chair and push up. Use your dumbbells to add weight and make it more challenging. That's it. Let's go to the next movement. Once the legs are done, I want to use my back and I want to get some rowing. So adjust your weights as needed from your stack on the floor and then put them up on your chair or your bench so you can get at them easy. So go ahead and make your switch right now. Put them back in the rack and make a switch. You might want to go to 5 or 10 pounds again, maybe 15 this time. Totally up to you. Once you have your weights in hand, come back here to the center. Feet hip width apart. And we're once again going to build a nice athletic stance. You're going to have the weights hanging in front of you as if they were a barbell. There's something connected and long. Once we're in this position, push the hips back and you'll see how I lower down. So pushing the hips back allows me to keep the weights over top of my shoelaces and I'm not bending over, I'm just pushing my bum back. As I do that, I'll feel the weights hang underneath me. From there, you want to squeeze your shoulder blades together. So you feel that squeeze and then pull the weights through and you got your row. 1, and then you breathe in as it goes down and you pull again, shoulder blades squeeze, pull through 2 and down. Breathe in. Row 3 and down. Just like that, you're getting those squeezes. There's a 4th one. Now, it doesn't matter if it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 reps. It's how much weight did you use, and are you starting to feel the stimulation, the challenge in the back as you squeeze those back muscles. Okay? If you don't feel anything, you may have too little weight. Really squeeze the back. I'm not pulling with the arms as hard as I am squeezing back. Shoulder blades together, elbows in, and really squeeze the blades. I'm starting to feel that fatigue now in my back. There's stimulation. So I pull back one more time, past that stimulation and squeeze, and it's getting real challenging. And then I bring it down, stand up, and put those weights down on my bench so I don't have to bend over too far. And there's our set of back muscles. Feel that. 1 set might do it for you. If you feel you got 2, we'll just take a small breath, have another drink if you need a sip. Go again. We're about 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes into your workout. Just like that, you're almost there. The big leg muscles, the big back muscles, and the big chest muscles will be the majority of our workout. Then we'll finish with a quick finisher for the smaller muscles. So that's 1 set. Has your back got a little bit more? Can we do 1 more? Let's do it. I believe you can. We grab one of those weights. We reload it. Now you decide if your last set was too heavy or too light, make a quick adjustment with your weights. And then let's get back to action. Now again, I'm showing the side profile here. Feet hip width apart, push the bum back, and let the arms be straight. The weight will hang underneath you. Squeeze the blades and row. 1, like that. Give it a squeeze at the top. Hold it so you can feel it. 2, breathe in on the way down. Now you're going to squeeze back and breathe out right here. Let the air out on the squeeze. And down. We're going for stimulation. You're feeling your back already. Notice in the second set, it's much easier to get that stimulation. Shoulder blades back, squeeze those blades together, pull the elbows in, and down. Pull back, squeeze that row, and down. Already feeling it now. It's already stimulated from the last set. You might be getting close to the finish line like I am. You can feel that. Squeeze the blades. Row it in. Bring it down. And when you're finished, stand up nice and straight. Take your weights, put them down safely on your chair or bench. And rest. Catch your breath. Deep breath in. And out. You should feel the back muscles in the middle of your back, your thoracic spine area. That should feel tight, and it should feel like a fatigue and a stimulation. That's a great sign that you're squeezing those blades back properly and using your back muscles and not just pulling with your arms. Great job. The next movement now is going to be to do the chest. Can we get a bench. If you have one, you lay on a bench and you do a bench press. And if you don't have a bench, just use a mat on the floor and bring your dumbbells down with you. For the sake of not knowing whether you have benches or not, I'm going to do this on the floor, okay? So take those weights with you that you've loaded, put them into the rack in your adjustables if you're using adjustable, and make sure that you select the weight that's going to be working for you on the first set. Then you can adjust in set number 2, whatever you need. I'm going to squat down now and put these to the floor beside me. Now I want to get down on the floor. Okay, so once I'm sitting in position, I bring the weight and I place it up on my thigh. Take the other one, place it up on my thigh. So now I have both weights. I'm going to slowly lower myself down and bring the weights with me. Now put the feet down, you're ready to go. The elbows come to the sides. We're going to carry it like a barbell, so it's going to go this way. Okay, across the chest. You want to put a little arch in your lower back and press up to the top with your chest press. That's one time right there. Leave your head back and bring it down till your elbows meet the floor and press again. 2. Breathe in on the way down, press up. 3. Breathe in, press up. 4. 5. 6. Don't go too fast. You want to make sure you feel the chest open up wide. 7. 8. Feel that chest. And again, we're looking for stimulation. 9. And I'm going to go to 10 right there. I can feel. Bring it down safe. Let them go to the floor. Nice and straight. You see how I do that with the floor? Like that. They kind of go into hammer position. And then I can sit up and use those weights like an anchor to help pull me up. Or just let them go from there. And then you can roll over into position and take your break. Totally up to you how you get up from that. And that's your chest movement right there. Super easy to do. We're at 10 minutes into the workout now. It's nice and easy to keep it going. That was your chest. Now, a second set of stimulation will probably be needed to get that big muscle group up across the pecs here really fired up and really seeing some change, working outside the comfort zone. That's what I want for you. So grab the weights that you need to stimulate the muscle. Maybe this time you got to go a little heavier, right? So you can feel it. And again, that's okay. Use the weight that's as heavy as possible with good form so you can feel the outside the comfort zone feel across there. When you push up, it should be challenging. We're trying to build muscle. We're trying to overload the bone to get better bone density. Let's go again. Now, you come back down to the floor. And now maybe you went back to your rack and you selected some bigger weights. You come back, you load them the same way. Once they're on the knee and thigh area, you lay back and they come with you. Then you bring the knees down, you let the elbows go out, and you're now situated with the bench press across. Arch your lower back, bring your shoulder blades together, and press up. Nice and straight, left and right arm together. Breathe in on the way down. And press up. Breathe out. Breathe in and press. Right on. We want that squeeze in the front of the body, the chest. As the arms go up, the elbows will lift, shoulders stay back. Breathe in on the way down. We're almost there. This is it. Push for stimulation. Feel that change in your chest muscles. Now again, second set, you might already be feeling it from the last one. That's good. We're calling that overload, right? So keep going. Push. And maybe you're at the very end now, you can feel her challenging. Right there. Push up hard. Squeeze the chest. Feel that flex in the pecs. Bring it down slow. Turn them into those hammers, let them down. And then let that also be your weight to help pull you up as you sit up. And that's it. You can turn over and get up from there. And you're done. Those are the big muscles. The squat for the legs, the back row, and the chest press. You can't beat those three things. Dumbbells allow you to get it done. There is a deadlift, which is an excellent hip hinging movement. I love that one for legs and for back together. So I'll show you the deadlift next so you can actually have one more big mover in your workout. We're at about 13 minutes, so we're right at the end here. The finisher's coming. So I'm going to grab the weights. You go to your rack, you put them in, you adjust them to a weight that's going to be reasonable for you to do your deadlifting. And so in the deadlift, what we want here is you're going to put the weights in front of your body. You're going to hinge, and you're going to stand up. That's it right there. Hinge and stand up. We're pushing the weights back with our bum. It goes down and stand up. Breathe in on the way down. Hinge the hips back. Go just below the knee and up. 1, 2, 3. Push your feet down into the floor as you drive your hips forward. 5. Just like that. Now load the weight accordingly so you're having some struggle and some challenge in keeping good form and stimulating the hips. You're going to feel that through your bum, down the back of the leg, the hamstring. As you come towards the top, you're going to feel your back a little bit as you pull through that. Move hips back and hips forward. Hips back. Breathe in. Hips forward. Push your feet into the floor, upright in your body. Keep going until the stimulation becomes challenging. You might find that you stop with maybe 2 reps in the tank, right, in reserve. So when I get to the last one, I'm starting to really feel some challenge now. I've got enough weight on there, hips back. As I go to come up, pull my hips forward, push my feet into the floor, I really feel the challenge. And if I stop there and say to myself, I might have had 2 left in the tank, 2 reps left, that would be perfect. That would be about 80% of my perceived exertion. So when you do all your exercises, if you're in that range of leaving maybe 2 left in the reserve, where you say to yourself, I could have done 2 more, then that's great. You're working with a reasonable amount of weight there for some growth to take place. Of course, if you're always chasing 100% full out, you're going to burn out. You're going to always be hitting that maximum level to the point where you feel like when you don't get it at that 100% level, you feel like you've lost or you're defeated. And that's not a good sense of growth and development at all. It would be nice to show up here and get a little win every day. So that's it. You win for being here, but you win even more on a muscular basis if you were able to improve by increasing your weights a little bit, getting stronger, getting better mind to muscle connection, and of course, putting on a smile, getting better posture, and getting ready to do this workout again a couple days from now. Every 2 days would be wonderful. And that's it. You're ready for your 15-minute approach to strength and building at home with dumbbells. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you again next time. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, and turn on your notifications to never miss another video.